Alright, as promised, the follow-up to my wildly popular review of the Phoenician Scheme and, really Wes Anderson movies in general. So we've already touched on why people go to these movies or love these movies or pretend to love these movies. It's the Emperor's New Clothes. That does explain to some degree why these big-name A-list actors are involved in these movies, but that doesn't really explain the whole thing. But before we get to that, if you agree with me that these Wes Anderson movies, with the exception of Rushmore, are unwatchable, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, drop a comment. Even if you don't agree with me, as many of the people who dropped comments did not agree with me. If you don't agree with me, go ahead and subscribe and like and comment as well, because I am here to help. A lot of people lashed out at me. I got a lot of hate, but that's to be expected. I'm here to drop the truth, and the truth hurts, and this is part of the grieving process. 2 of the 5 stages of grief are anger and denial, and I got a lot of anger and denial in the comments, and that's just part of the process. I'm here to help. It's going to be a rough road for us all, but we're going to get through it together, and it's going to hurt, but eventually you're going to thank me. You're going to feel free once you realize that these movies are all the same and they're all equally awful. Well, I guess they're not all equally awful. They're all awful. Some are worse than others. For sure, though. Anyway, yeah, we got the Rutland scenery going here again for the reasons I explained in the last video. So why are these big-name actors acting in these movies? Yeah, it's the Emperor's New Clothes. They know they're going to be, their performances are going to be heralded and praised by the critics who are also trapped in the world of the Emperor's New Clothes. But there's more to it than that. Wes Anderson pretty clearly has something on these actors. You'll notice that it's a lot of the same people over and over. Yeah, there's some new big name actors from time to time. There's even some, brand new faces, like that nun chick. As far as I know, I never heard of her. I don't know who she is. I think she's an unknown. Yeah, it makes sense that an unknown is going to jump at the chance to star in a Wes Anderson movie. I would. I mean, how could you not? It would be foolish not to. It's going to put you on the map. You're going to get a lot of fame and more movie roles and more money. But as far as the established actors, especially the ones that keep showing up, clearly Wes Anderson has something on them. Now, I'm not saying it's something illegal, like in the Epstein files, but clearly he has something on these people. There are many ways you could compromise and blackmail an actor. Maybe he gets a good-looking young woman to seduce someone, bring him back to her hotel room, there's a hidden camera, the guy's married, so he's caught on camera cheating on his wife. Bam, you're going to do whatever Wes Anderson wants you to do for the rest of your career. Maybe some of these guys are gay, right? There doesn't seem to be that many gay actors in Hollywood. We've heard rumors about some A-list celebrities who may be gay, but nothing confirmed. There's got to be more gay actors than we're aware of. Why are there not? I guess maybe it's harder to land roles as a leading man if you're gay in real life. I don't know. I'm not defending it, but that could be the reality. Maybe he's doing a Project Veritas thing where he gets people to admit that they're Republicans. There's got to be more Republicans in Hollywood. What is it? It's like 99% liberal. That's probably a conservative estimate. They can't all really be Democrats. There's got to be some of them who are Republicans, but they don't want to admit it because you'd be kissing your career goodbye. It's ridiculous, but that is the reality. That's not a coincidence that virtually every actor in Hollywood is a Democrat. So, you get a hidden camera, you put a few drinks into somebody, you get them to admit that they voted for Trump or that they're just not crazy about Democrat policies. Bam! You want your career to continue, you're going to do whatever the hell Wes Anderson wants for the rest of your career. So admittedly, I don't have anything specific or solid yet. My investigation is in the early stages, but clearly something's going on here. Clearly Wes Anderson has something on all these people. There's no way that these big actors would keep coming back for more to star in these movies that are just unwatchable. They're cartoonish. There is nothing redeemable or interesting about them. Wes Anderson is a one-trick pony, and yet they just keep coming back for more. So I got a lot more investigation to do. However, I have discovered something interesting. Stephen Rails, that's a name I wasn't familiar with, but he is apparently the billionaire backer of Wes Anderson. So he's kind of the man behind the man, the money behind the man. Follow the money, and it brings you to Stephen Rails. So ultimately, I guess probably he is the one pulling the strings. He's probably, I'm sure he is pulling Wes Anderson's strings. He's probably got something on Wes Anderson. So I'm, referring to it as the Anderson files, but really it's probably the Rails files. But nobody knows who's that. Nobody knows who that is. So makes sense to just refer to them as the Anderson file. So why would anyone want to do this sort of thing, you may ask? Well, why not? This is human nature. There's countless examples of human beings trying to control other human beings just for the hell of it. It reminds me of a movie I saw with David Koechner, the guy from Anchorman, the whammy guy. The movie I think was called Cheap Thrills. It was a pretty good movie, and not perfect, but pretty good. But better than anything Wes Anderson has ever done, for sure, other than maybe Rushmore. So he basically plays like a rich guy who just likes to make people do crazy shit. Check it out. It's worth a viewing. So a lot more work to be done here. Who's in control here? Is Stephen Rails pulling Wes Anderson's strings, or are they pulling the strings together? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But considering Rails has all the money, and he's basically a faceless, nameless guy for the most part, I gotta assume he has at least a little more power and influence here. But again, the investigation has just begun. Lots more work to be done. So, in closing, there's a lot more work to be done. Help the cause. Subscribe. If you got any leads, drop them in the comments section. Any reasonable sounding leads will be followed, will be explored. You want to be on the right side of history or the wrong side of history? Do you want to be part of the problem or part of the solution? Look deep into your soul. I think the answer is clear. So, thanks for watching. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Till next time. Peace.